Hey, it's the middle of the night. A quarter after one. So of course I decided to make video. Yeah. It's Thursday morning usually. Yes, take Thursdays off. Thursday off. Okay. I'm about 100 miles outside of the Mojave Desert, California. I can't get the light right on this thing, so hey, we have this freaky looking one here. Kind of cool. So what am I up to? Oh, what's this video for? No, just a bunch of things. Such as watching Fox News channel, the Fox channel. I wish they'd stick to the facts though. So you just like here's the facts you're watching. Instead of here now we have this who the heck knows what person's opinion of it. It's like you don't even have facts, so long drawn out opinion. I guess it'll waste airtime or whatever. So, watching Fox News, and according to um, uh, currently, yes, there's a word there. Currently, there's the Straits of the Hormuz and Iran and stuff, and blockade going on right now. Well, they super mines probably. That means that if you order from Temu, your order will go on a slow boat from China all over Cape Horn, a long way, so they're going through the Silk Road, Straits, in the Mediterranean, whatever. Unless, of course, you get DHL, which of course it would be faster, except for two custom port checks. Remember, sometimes things disappear in those custom ports, not allowed, something. Depends on what you ordered. Man, the lighting is messed up here. So, what are you doing? Looking from a like a theological perspective, because you get like different religions. You get the Pope says war is bad. Well, obviously, all wars are bad. And you got the worshippers of the golden, illustrious staircase to the magic golden rabbit's foot glowing, something or other, depending on what stair they're on, whatever. And damn the sidelines, yes, join or else. Yeah. And of course, the crazy ones who are obviously just chosen and set themselves in a conflict area and consider it persecution. They cheat. They make a good guard dog in the meetings. I don't mind them expanding. You get guys who vulgarate it too. Guys who have a Lebanon, anytime anything acts up, there's no mess with it. The Jews will. So you get the Muslims, the Jews, and the separation of church and state, and of course the royalty, which England there. So it's an evil regime. Yeah, it seems popular, but then again, it's forced. Wear your babushkas and Sikh Isle or whatever is required there. You lied to last night. Alright, the Pope doesn't like the war. Like, this new Pope, he's cool. I probably even know him. I bumped into him or know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows him. Yeah, something really. Because he's from the same city I'm from. Way back when it was nice and worked. Before the great snows. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I used to counsel for a day camp run out of the church, which of course was discontinued, and they were having problems with the kids because that's how I got to be a counselor. Hey, you have kid counselors, you won't have a problem. Oh, we have problems. Oh, they messed with me. I'm like, what are you doing with all those kids that are younger than you? Oh, I'm their camp counselor. Somebody has to watch them and stuff. So, yeah, it was in Chicago. Yeah, people there become priests and stuff. They St. Mary or something of the lake. You got to go visit. Got a big org. sundial, Knights of the Square Table. Yeah, a bunch of nice people. Um, oh yeah, so the Pope doesn't like the war, but you have to understand that the churches don't have borders. They don't have countries. They don't pick favorites. It's just people and religions. Yeah, watch that. If you have a secure government thing and you're like worrying, hey, is church good? Probably not, because it's gonna go foreign. It's a foreign place sitting there in everyone's neighborhood. That's all right. No one goes there on Sunday anyway. From a theological perspective, yeah, what he's getting is like input from people and churches and religions, and there's the Muslims and stuff, which is a religion. Yeah, and they're saying the war is bad. Well, obviously it is. The only time war is not bad is if you're joining the army. If you say that war is bad, which is common sense, yeah, you might be possibly put into the category of conscientious objector, which is like bad if you have a choice between that. You're kicked out at 18 and you need like a magic marker for cardboard at 7-Eleven. You can see what they threw out at their dumpster or whatever. Um, Man, this lighting keeps changing here. I'm relying on a little LED magnifying glass light and porn video, believe it or not, in the background. You know, these porn excerpts or whatever. I was watching one before. He had a lesbians having a big orgy of some kind, acting like they're guys and having whatever. Yeah, okay, it's interesting. But that was a light. Get this light working here. Do something with it. Oh, program I'm watching with did not respond. Here, we fix that. Okay, there we go. Back to normal. Got the extra light I need so I can be able to see this thing here. You can see this thing. Okay, back to the Pope. Yeah. Oh yeah, conscious objectors. If you know that war is bad, which it actually is, war is not good for anyone. People, it's bad. Ask anyone in the wars. No, I don't want that thing. Whoever makes peace first is like some kind of agreement, ceasefire, fine. What kind of stream? It blows up. No, not bad. You don't want to be mistaken for being a conscientious objector. If you want to join the army, get free food, free clothes, free toys to play with, and it might be a dictatorship from, let's say, the Pentagon on down, but it's a job. Get some muscles going. So, one thing I would not want to be is, let's say, with that Straits of Gibraltar that's currently going on. I got it held up or whatever. Major shipping lane belongs for Arabia, so if you didn't order it from Arabia, don't worry about it. What do you order from Arabia? You don't order anything from Arabia. Okay, if you're in a ship in the middle of that thing, I'm a Navy guy and I'm doing my job and things are cool. What if the entire Arab, whatever, in the Mazzalonis all jumped up at the same time with China back? And hey, they still got missiles too. Be like a sitting duck sitting there. You don't want to do that. Other than that, hey, fine. You would be mistaken for a conscientious objector, taking their test and finding their supply and demand applies more than the score on the tests and stuff. So it does. Mojave Desert. Yeah, I'm not in the Mojave Desert. I'm similar desert, but it's not the Mojave. Um, Same climate. They sell water by the gallon, and you have to pay for it. It means I don't have to water the lawn, which means I don't have to cut the grass, which is fine except twice a year during in between seasons, which are the rainy seasons, in which case the grass grows like heck. If you want to do experimental farming, desert is the place. Continuous sunlight without clouds all summer long. Okay, what I'm doing here. The Pope doesn't like. Yeah, but the Church is internationally subject religions. I don't like look at Church as religion. I look at it like a theological standpoint that we're view it as like I don't know what's some known history that's written down. So it applies to any religion. Doesn't matter. But if we choose religion, you're either a rabbi or an exorcist. Yeah, either one's cool. As for the magic rabbit put at the top of the illustrious stairway, that's Mohammed. Like, who the heck was Mohammed? Turns out he was just like a normal guy. The magic stairway was like his back porch or something. He did some preaching, he did some warmongering too. You get two warmongering religions sitting there. As they walk up their stairway or whatever toward their whatever, they stomp on the sides. Anyone must join them or else like fight over there. Yeah. Same deal. So reviews and yeah, that's current Fox News and Fox News. Sitting here doing nothing, sort of. Yeah. I often get a welfare check when I'm not like homeless or something. I don't know anyone. I've been here like 20 years. I don't know anyone in this town. I'm there, say. um, Traffic's crazy. Can't ride a bike. Walking's too far. Desert's too hot. If you tried to get a suntan in the desert, uh, if you stayed out like more than 2 hours, yeah, you wouldn't have skin. Yeah, and you probably have some kind of disease. From a biological profile from the amoebas and parameciums. Yeah, microscopes are fun. From the first original RNA strata to the blue-green cyanobacteria, which is algae, all the way up through land plants walking on land on their roots or something. Root stem, leaf, flower, fruit. Yes. On the biological, single, multicellular. Yeah, I got stuck being homeless for a while. I found good weather in California, and it was right next to some college areas where they got like studying like medical and science and whatever. Yeah, nothing to do. Let's figure out what all that magic is about. Like I got engineering, physical, whatever junk, but biosystems are always like magic. I don't know, God puts them there or something like that. So I studied like the origin, supposed evolution or creator, depending on which view you want to take. I'll take the creator because there's no way evolution could have just accidentally put all that together. And I'm sure there are aliens, so if you're going to do like advanced biologicals, yes, there are also other life forms. Do little green, glow in the dark, boogie boogie things. Strange phenomena like time just switched to a different point in positions or something. Flying saucers magically just sitting there in thin air with no. Yeah, we're still in Stone Age. We haven't got the what do you call it? Stone rock. It rocks a little bit, but it does not roll. Rock that does not roll. Like Zeppelin song. Yeah, it's good. That Stairway to Heaven. Led Zeppelin song, I think, was written actually by a music teacher's one of her practice songs because it takes a relative minor into the C scale and then just runs it out. It's real pretty the way they do it. Walk down minor to C scale and goes through all the notes and whatever. Oh yeah, and of course they're pentatonically in 2 octaves. Yeah, it was elaborate work of art. That Zeppelin's good. Very artistic. Different form of music. Different forms of music show up. They're good and they become trendy. That wasn't made to be trendy. It was just made to be good. So they were good. Hmm. Oh yeah, biological systems. Aliens. Back to normal. Welfare check. Oh yeah, they dumped my welfare. I don't get a welfare check now. They tell me I owe them. Yeah, they screwed up somewhere. Somewhere in the paperwork they said, you can have welfare, but you can't save money. Like, what? You have to use it. Like, what if I'm not using it? I'm trying to save it because I need something, like, say, bigger than a welfare check. You can't do that. So the guy adjusted it and was like, oh yeah, you can save it. Don't worry about it. They adjust automatically. Well, it turns out they must have lost the slip of paper, whatever it was, form filled out. And they ate it up, and I had more than I needed, so they just continued trying to add more than I needed for a few years. Say I owe it all back. Like, okay, $1 a day forever or something. How can it work that? Any job I get's gonna have way more money than that. Just, hooking up or something is locale. Like good at it. Nothing that applies to what I do. What do I do? Give you a resume or something. I can't actually because I'm not pretty sure exactly what I do. I'll tell you what I do. It gets a welfare check, and here's why. It's a trip to grandmother's house. You go to grandma's house and you do grandma things. My girlfriend took me to my grandmother's house. What I didn't know is that it hasn't changed. They didn't move anything out. It was everything in the same position. And they moved out like 15, 20 years ago. But the house is exactly the same. The new owner left it exactly like that. He was like the neighbor or something. They give me a tour. So I go in there and looking around. Hey, this is grandma's house. Do grandma stuff. Where's my dad at? No, actually, I was looking at the window and I was saying, they just have like stained glass. And I said, whoa, way cool. I never noticed it when I was a kid. And at the same time, everyone yelling, coming after me, shooting me, and whatever, you're a burglar type of thing. I'm like a kid, like I'm at grandma's house. Uh, so basically, I went out the back and told me to go play in the backyard. Figured out what was going on. The kid's a kid. I went out in the backyard and they pulled that trick on me. You always used to when I was a kid. Follow the Olympic road. Where's it at? Oh, I just got away around the corner. Gotta run. Yeah, so had to run. You wouldn't believe it, but I spent that night, part of it in a doghouse, thinking I was a kid. And my dad said, "Yeah, remember that place you built?" I was thinking doghouse. Too cold. And my girlfriend, I didn't know who she was. She seemed nice and friendly, so okay, fine, you can hang around. It's not a problem. When she's standing by the car, it looked like an older lady that I didn't know, and I'm not getting in the car, but it's my car, right? Yeah, I was doing grandma stuff for the whole day or so. Freaked out my girlfriend. Yeah, she didn't like that a bit. I didn't realize it. Kind of weird. You go to grandma's house, you visit, you do grandma stuff. If they start yelling at you, you do it even more. They started yelling and doing even more. Everything was freaking everyone else. Yeah, more grandma stuff. I didn't know what house I lived in. My girlfriend said, "There's your bike. It's a chopper." Yeah. I thought it was a Stingray. There's a Stingray somewhere. It must be if I have a bike. Yeah, I was totally screwed up. It's like guys under hypnosis looting garbage cans for a week or something. I think we're up like the next day, sort of. Problem is, my grandmama, oh, such a nice lady, makes cookies and makes candy. Oh, such a nice. Yeah, well, I visited them like 15 or 20 years after, and they are nasty people. I didn't realize it till I grew up. When you're a kid, you don't know that stuff. But they are some of the nastiest people. I hate them. They don't like me either. Turns out they never did like me, or my mother, or my family, or anything. They just give me have some cookies type of thing. You kids get out of here, toss the money in the ground thing. So that was in conflict too. I guess it was kind of fun though. Hey, let's do grandma stuff for the day. It's weird. I'm doing grandma stuff, but I knew my dog. Like I didn't have the dog, but I still know him. It's like it's superimposed. Got grandma pattern superimposed over everything and enforced with the yelling and the weird freak out stuff. So lunacy there. I don't even remember it. I remember one time I got knocked off the road by some undercover cops that were drunk actually. Almost smacked them all sort of did smack a post. Got up. No, you should stay down. I got my ass kicked that night for no fucking, well, no reason. I went home. I thought it was partying and was totally as drunk as I could get. Barfing all over the place. Blood coming out of somewhere. I couldn't figure out what was on. My girlfriend walks in later. She like grass stains on her pants. She was on the back of the bike. She had to walk home. What were you doing? Were you playing in the backyard or something? I heard some noises. She says, no way. Yeah, because I had like amnesia or something for like the next day or two. Almost went into a coma too. You know, turned out I got knocked apart pretty good. People don't like bikers, especially cops, black or bikers, um, black bikers. So your girlfriend's freaky. She lies, she cheats, she smiles. Everyone thinks she's wonderful. She ain't as great looking as she thinks she is, but she's nice on me. She was. She ran off a long time ago. Be a sister. No, I don't want that. Mother. No. Dad never did like me. He was tolerant. He didn't like me at all. You're not good enough. No one's ever good enough for anyone's daughter. What you need is something that works. You know, it doesn't work. Money's good too. No wrong with money. So, Straits of Gibraltar, the Silk Roads through the Mediterranean. It makes some deals on the way through. And around the Cape Cod Horn of Africa, something. Shipping, logistics, VHL. Oh yeah, don't fly planes. Never. The Wright brothers have no clue what they're doing. Parachute, million parts fall apart on the thing. You have to. Won't fly yourself. Have an Air Force jet and carry a parachute. Well, you can deflect the air where you want to go, as high as you want to go, watch the T and Max stuff. And you have an ejection seat, which even at ground level, you have 4 blocks away in someone's backyard. And the plane's got to be repaired. Okay. Anything that's a million tons balances on its little wings like a teeter-totter. Pushed through the air at 700 something miles an hour or whatever. At 30 or 40,000 something feet, requires 2 miles of straight open road with enough expansion for the wings to land. It's probably not that safe. And it's for the money and the airline, probably not that safe. Helicopter, okay, but there's so many moving parts of anything that it's a pile of scrap on the ground. The Wright brothers had no clue. But the Hindenburgs, dirigibles, airships, okay, I can see static buoyancy, not the dynamic stuff, right? It is kind of big. Like, you have to displace a lot of air. And more heavy stuff. What are we doing here? The Cold War is bad. Everyone knows war is bad. Warmongering state. Nuclear annihilation. Um, Crazy Jewish people. Hey, they're functional now. Make a good videos watched. Arabs could jump out at him. They're not going to. Trump is an idiot. No, Trump actually is the only president we've had in a long time actually knows something about what he's doing. He has his methods and stuff, but he's good. Except for the Mexican stuff. If Twiggy the branch, the switch thing, I'm gonna spank you. Yeah. The dictator of all branches, no one's exempt. You just show with the anointed crows sitting there in judgment. Yeah, those guys. If they can't catch the Mexican crooks they get in, yeah, what good are they? That's their job. No, they got to put up a fence instead. Like, screw old ladies out of everything, and like families and separate. Yeah, all that nonsense. Just wrong. Right, Trump's wrong on that. Don't know why he does it, but there it is. Other than that, he's good. Um, we got Twiggy the switch branch or whatever. And you got the house of what is that? The house of old uh, experts or seniority at the Congress. And you got the House of Representatives of local cash and stuff. And you got the decision makers and the fund directors and the direction, whatever things in the executive. And then, of course, you got the Pentagon, which is the Army stuff, backup on everything. The vicious cycle. And separation between church and state. I mean, Scientology and the spaghetti monsters are not religions. Yeah, there should be like some. Dude, they're all religions. They're all the same. It's all wonderful. Yeah. And the Muslims. I gotta beat my head against the carpet 5 times a day in this direction, or yeah, be smited by the group, and they won't do magic tricks for you anymore. Oh yeah, speaking of which, see that poster of the Ayatollah or whatever, and the president of Iran? Doesn't it look like he's running for like popularity contest or something? You're into the Cindy Lauper song. Kiss me under the milky twilight, heavenly shades or fall. Yeah, whatever. Get his cheek and his best side sticking out and stuff. Actually, you got a beard rub. It looks like a scummy air electric restaurant. The further out in suburbia Arabia you get, the scummier they look. They're still there, though. Sit on the floor with a bed, wear a bed sheet, not wear a bed sheet, wear a bed sheet. Eat with their hands, wipe with their left and with their right. What I can't see is they got veiled girls. You gotta be covered at all times. But they'll have harems and eunuchs and weird laws and stuff. Yeah. You know, it's ancient people do ancient stuff. Fox News. It's another good one. ABC Australia. Pretty good. CNN, BBC represents England, I think. CNN only like major international problems will show up. NBC or ABC? I like to say ABC, which is usually pretty straight, but NBC usually gets there first. Mm. Sorry, ABC. CBS. Yeah. Like Congress, what they used to call fuddy duddies. Yeah. Most conservative, old people in the world. It's like you got a guy sitting on a park bench feeding pigeons or something. He's like, it's a dirty old man, but in Congress, just a fuddy duddy. Yeah. Yeah, my old girlfriend and her girlfriends is whorehouses and orgies and they're doing with the authorities. So, yeah, I don't want that. They'll pick and switch them out like farming and stuff. It's dangerous. But hey, behind the blue line, Twiggy the Ranch, there you and Juice, a whole bit. In your bed. They're putting a door and stick stuff in there. That was just to proceed. What are we doing? Making a video. So I'm stick on a YouTube channel. It's boring. This will be the dark edition. Being poured in the background. Reflection of glasses here. Oh yeah, my neighbors. They got their house renovated and some new people moved in. And their mice moved out. They migrated. But there was a cat around at the time. So opened the little thing under the house for the cat to get in. That's not how things work. Mice dug a hole. Yippee, yippee, and yahoo! I put it. I got Temu or Amazon or something. I got 6 small animal traps for like $20. Hey, cool. I stuck it in front of the mouse hole. Snag 1, snag 2, snag 3, snag 4. Every time they show up, I got them again. Starting to see the same ones over and over again. I know this mouse. So what am I gonna do with them? Yeah, I just toss them back out again. Far away as possible. I have a garbage can, but our garbage dump is a landfill in another town, so we can migrate up to another town. Can keep them, put a little cage for them, a squirrel cage, then they can twirl around it. They like potatoes. Give me a potato and they're happy all day. They're usually scary cats, but if you put them in their cage, let them sit there out in the open all day, give them a potato, oh, they're happy. It's like a drive-in movie or something. Okay, so we don't have the mice anymore. Neighbors used to have cats. I guess they kept them down, but they moved and took their cats. One of the cats was pregnant. Hey, let me get one of the kittens. No, but they moved. They took the cat with them. So no cat. That one neighborhood cat comes by every once in a while. You hear him howling and stuff. So I got me a bicycle. I camp out in the desert or something. Out in the forest. What to do? Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah. No, let's talk about the dark edition. What's currently going on in the world today? Local environment. Oh yeah, biosystem. Splicing the plants. Get one of those genetically modified fruits that are pumped up with water, absolutely flavorless. You have to be picked at the peak of sugar content in the middle of the day. Well, by Mexicans, they're bundled up for slightly over minimum wage because you have to pay for the sponsorship to be there or something. Yeah, pretty high class farms. Everything like this is California. Everything in California is top of the line stuff. But when the actual work comes down, they hand it over to the Mexican workers. They're the ones who do everything. And of course, my area has been checked and double. There are no Mexicans in my area. If there are, they're good ones. You gotta be good. Hey, do everything just about. So, genetically modified fruits and vegetables, yes, extra water in it, and a hint of bug spray in case you wonder, what's that extra aftertaste of bug spray? Plenty of sunlight to work with, add water, some farming or experimental genetically stuff. I tried irradiating seeds with a smoke detector. I seen on the internet, guy was doing it. I bought some too. It's like these giant flowers. Like, whoa, it's really cool. But it lasted one season. Plus, it was a fire hazard too. They were too big. The seeds were radiated, so basically it doesn't know that the stem has to keep going. Or something that continues over development. Some major parts of it. What are we doing now? Plants. That takes too long. Motorcycles. No, you can't ride motorcycles out here. You require a helmet, a chin strap, and traffic's crazy. I mean, kids running around in Japanese cars can't see behind them. There's mirror, except for mirrors everywhere. And bucket seats and whatever, and the computer will tell them what speed they should be at. The lights are all signaling everywhere. You got 3 lanes in each direction, like 70 miles an hour. Well, it's only supposed to be 45 or 55. No guardrails. Yeah. They fixed it for bicycles. Anyone brave enough to ride a bike on one of those streets, they painted the bike lane green, or I guess gold or something. Maybe abbreviated. Yeah. Everything California likes these small towns are like crooks and sleazy and flaky, just flaky. No common sense. Reduce the speed limit to 35 inside the city. You want to go over that, you get outside somewhere. But they have a determined factor here how they adjusted the speed. They put an equation which has a constant k in it, which factors for how fast do people usually go on that kind of street. How fast do they like to go? Those are major parts of the equation of it. So basically, it's Mexico. Yeah, 45, 55. There's no 35s. Yeah, whatever what speed you will tell you when you're going too fast. 5, yeah, moving, pick a truck, yelling. Yeah. Too fast, too fast, too fast. Nitpicky and save the trees. Which trees? The ones during fire season. They haven't invented the fire plug yet. But the entire forest. We'll shrink it down to forest size and put a fire plug in it. Larry just isn't done. Anyone who knows anything wouldn't do such a thing or doesn't and mustn't and shouldn't. Yeah, whatever. Plus they get what? Directed funding for fire season. Mm-hmm. They don't have any desultination plants. They don't have any fire controls on the forest. They don't have, but they're better than everyone. That's nice. Cars cost too much. Rent is over. It shouldn't cost more than quarters of your income. Transportation should be like 10%. Our economy sucks. And it's worse. You got zombies. Zombie alert. Yeah, they're giving those kids attention deficit drugs, which are nut pills, which modify, it's just a sedative or a stimulant. And it modifies chemically your nerves' ability to transmit signals in one depressing way or one stimulating way. Trouble is, your brain's made up of nerves. It doesn't, it's mind control stuff. Wondering why you got the crazies running around large scale. The school nurse, she done that. Drop off your kids. No, that kid just went to school. All the kids gotta go to school, follow them. You'll be there, come back at night. You gotta come in. No, I don't want to. Minimal stuff. Well, you gotta pay at least this much of it. Then can I go back out now? Yeah. Candy bars, potato chips from tip money and a paper route. I think I paid for the paper route. It was like $5 a week. But collection to date, like Hmm. What are you doing? Artificial intelligence. Yeah. Chat GPT or whatever. Oh, Chad doesn't like it. Grok's cool, but he's busy all the time. Oh yeah, the rocket ship went up the other day, came back, and went around the moon. Isn't it wonderful? Yeah, it won't be. Didn't really go anywhere. Plus, it was kind of cramped looking. Um, and it was scary. I mean, you see these rockets, they take off and they explode. Yeah, well, it wasn't one of those. It's a different rocket. Oh, good. Yeah, it was a nice, safe trip the whole way. So that was good. Hmm. What else everyone else is doing? Screwing my old girl. Now she's probably crying while she's having wrinkles over wrinkles and flab hanging down over her. Or maybe not. She was working a whorehouse. I mean, she was a shoe in, right? A foot soldier to the needy. Yeah. Hey, mister, could I have $1? I need to go to 7-Eleven and get one of those chili dogs. Are you homeless, Buck? No. I live on planet Earth. The environment might swing one way or the other. The police or whatever keep kicking you around until you have to move somewhere. Other than that, yeah. Wouldn't live in or the army. You know, it's a slave state for finance. It's a finance slave state. So they build me up, buttercup. That's cute. Uh, they build you up and tell you a bunch of nonsense in school, and then when you get out, they tell your parents to kick you out at 18. Like, didn't they give me a car or something? No, they kicked you out. So what do you do now? I don't know. You want your buddies to get high? Join the army. Yeah, it's the only option. Yeah. He used to build up a big army. We got a little bitty continent. Well, not continent. We have a little country inside big continents. Not just Greenland, get Canada too. Mexico, while you're ill. I don't know. No one wants Mexico. South America, okay. It's nice. Just poor. Um, the South America. Hmm, yeah, it's based on a big military. We got a big military. But in slave state, kick out the Indians. Not to mention. No wonder of the South where the plantations will grow into utmost splendor and beauty as they were before in the past. Yeah, so, if you're in Africa, well, you got apartheid. That screws everything up. But if you're in Africa, there's no black and there's no white in Africa. Just different shades of skin color. It's normal. All people have skin and they have different shades of it. It's a personal preference or something. But America, no. The history of slavery and the plantation. Man, Detroit was like cool. Detroit Teamsters Union Auto and yeah, was going to Japan and China under Reaganomics or something. You can't leave anything in the car at the store. Every bit. Japanese cars will attack the thing. High pressure fuel lines in the front of a sideways engine made out of plastic parts. If you hit a post, it will explode, spraying gas and flame everywhere, and the doors will lock. Then you got Elon Musk's pickup truck, first run. Yeah. With lithium batteries, lithium and water don't mix, and if it shorts or anything goes wrong with it, the whole thing goes up in a fireball or something. And of course, you can't unlock the doors, move on the windows or otherwise. The cars are all Japanese. Now, Detroit was wonderful because he was a good paying job. Well, it's Detroit, but he's a good paying job. yourself with that. Anything Teamsters can except for trucking is fine. Trucking, the Teamsters Union doesn't seem to get a grip on. You're expanding to logistics. It's just about the money or something, maybe. Other than that, steel industry, auto industry, any parts of that mainstays. Yeah, good. So, in the United States, we have chased the Indians, we have slaves, claim stuff. Oh, yeah, the army, military has to be kept up. You say it's a democracy, saying no, it's a republic, and it's this, that, and the other, the Illuminati, and something. What the heck? But if you just sample it yourself, you'll find out just after Reaganomics guaranteed there's a locked up Coke bottle machine. You have to, yes, Coke bottle machine. You have to, yeah, some friends that use it for other reasons. How to work one of those things. You have to have money. That's what the welfare system is for, so it's cool. It doesn't work good without money, so everybody has to have money. Free country, things are cool. Yeah, theoretically, those Somalian idiots. The prince's branch of the prince's Zimbabwe or Uganda or whatever, branch of the Somalian bank, which hooks up to, let's say, uh, all the normal banks through the computer systems and Bitcoin. Yeah, big data center for Bitcoin waiting. I tried to do Bitcoin once just to see what it was. You couldn't get a half a fraction of a percentage of Bitcoin in a couple of days if you tried doing everything. Yeah, it takes those big data centers to get that. So, rating programs, no. I used to rate programs basic. I know what computers work because I have money. That's for rich people. Seemed like a pill. I wonder what a calculator blinks lights for. At that cost, no. Plus, they had a keyboard. Hey, I did downloaded a program and practice. Yeah, I got the keyboard thing done. I can type now. That before it's like, no. I took a course of typing in school. I didn't learn anything. My girl took it to a course of typing in school. She had like 35 words a minute. She got good. I mean, they had electric typewriters. All we had these ancient things. Push key, two key, down key. That's an old cash register. Bitcoin mine. Videos. The dark edition. Oh, if you can get your hands on a tall boy of steel high gravity, the black can. Oh yeah. The dark edition. Gravity means alcohol content. That stuff almost beats Thunderbird, which is terrible until after the first drink, then you don't notice it. Actually tastes good after the third or fourth. You're too drunk to notice it though. Thunderbird is like the strongest whiteout. Cheap too, relatively. Good beer. I didn't say Steel High Gravity is a good beer. I said it's a strong beer. It's cold and bubbly. Some things are good. World situation, politics, and technology. Oh yeah, Einstein. Einstein's an idiot. But he doesn't work with. I mean, you take all the substance of the universe, get standard model. It's based on the Newton's apple to a smallest part, and you divide that into quarks or something. Find out, hey, it's a wave and a particle simultaneously. It doesn't jive with quantum entanglement. Which is just an electron spin. No, it's more than an electron spin. It's an interconnection and distance instantaneous. Which means the speed of light thing is wrong. Which means the matter thing is wrong. Which means the standard model is wrong. Which means that even if you put the perfect math to the standard model, even if the bridges of the quantum and the standard don't meet in the middle, it has to be wrong. The wormhole gravity thing, well, yeah, it has to be wrong. Bring it down to the magical property of the given thing of inertia. Like, how does it know it's moving? How does it know it's changing? How does it? It doesn't unless there's something to base the measurement on, the outside surroundings, which has to be connected. No, 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 argue with it. Dude, I could take logic and write any branch of mathematics you want. Pass calculus, whatever stuff. And guess what you're going to find? The common thing that you're looking at there, regardless of what numbers you apply to it, is still going to be the same. Yeah, mathematical representation of it does not make it better or worse. Okay, so Einstein's an idiot. He's a nice guy. Idiot. Oh yeah, I think he played a viola, not a violin. And mediocre. It was for fun. Um, Alright, enough technology, science junk. This is about science, it's about middle of the night. Thursday, and it's a little after 2. But I haven't had this video for an hour. Close to an hour, but not an hour. The dark edition, the major, yeah, whatever. I think all sorts of other stuff too, but yeah, you know how it is. I'm just gonna post this video, so hey, no one's ever gonna watch my channel, but if they do, hey, you'll see this video, the dark edition. Catch you later.